In this video, we are going to talk about one of the most controversial parts of the Chris Watts case that still fuels conspiracies today: the Thrive patches. What was actually in them, how many stimulants they contained, why Chris was reportedly wearing 2 at a time, and whether stacking patches, pills, shakes, coffee and other stimulants could realistically affect someone's mood or behavior. First, a quick refresher on what Thrive actually is. Thrive, made by a company called Lavelle, is marketed as a 3-step lifestyle system. Step 1 is capsules you take in the morning. Step 2 is a shake or drink mix. And Step 3 is the DFT patch that you stick on your skin for 24 hours. According to Lavelle's own product sheets, the classic DFT patch contains things like furzeline, which is an extract of Coleus forscoli, green coffee bean extract, Garcinia cambogia, CoQ10, white willow bark, casmarparine, aloe vera, L-arginine, and limonene, along with other botanicals in some of the upgraded formulas. These aren't illegal drugs, but several of them act as stimulants or metabolism boosters, especially the green coffee, guarana, or green tea extracts and other energy ingredients. Now, here's where the conspiracies start. In police interviews, Nicole Kessinger said Chris was a serious Thrive user. She told investigators he always had 2 patches stuck to him all the time, often one on each arm or on his lower back, even though the company only recommends wearing 1 patch per day. She also said he used the company's shakes, pills, and supplements daily and that he lost around 13 pounds in just a few weeks that summer. In a separate prison interview, Chris himself said that one of the patches he used, the DUO burn weight loss patch, made his heart rate go up, and when investigators asked if it had caffeine in it, he admitted they had something in them, but wasn't specific. So the picture we get is, Chris is wearing 2 patches instead of 1, plus taking Thrive capsules, plus using the shakes. That's already a decent stimulant load, even before you add normal things like coffee. Did he also drink coffee or energy drinks? Public records don't clearly prove a daily coffee or energy drink habit for Chris specifically. Thrive marketing often brags that people don't need coffee anymore, but that's about users in general, not him. So we can't honestly say, he definitely drank 4 Monster cans a day, because there's no hard evidence for that. What we can say is that he was layering multiple stimulant-containing products from the same system every single morning. The next big question is, what does science actually say about stimulants and behavior? Here's where things get interesting. There is a lot of research on stimulant drugs, caffeine, and psychostimulants in general. Medical literature shows that high doses of stimulants, including legal ones, can cause psychiatric symptoms in some people: anxiety, agitation, insomnia, paranoia, and in extreme cases even psychosis. Reviews and case reports on caffeine alone describe situations where excessive caffeine intake was associated with paranoia, hallucinations, or psychotic episodes that improved when caffeine was stopped. Guidelines on psychostimulant poisoning note that licit stimulants, like caffeine and some weight loss or decongestant products, can cause agitation, delirium, and aggression at high doses, particularly in susceptible people. Australian Prescriber Plus 1, so it's medically accepted that too much stimulant can, in some cases, push people toward irritability, aggression, or even psychosis, especially if they already have underlying stress, sleep deprivation, or mental health issues. But what about Thrive specifically? One big problem is that Lavelle does not publish exact dosages for each ingredient in the patch. We know what's listed on the label, but not how much of each compound you actually get, or how much is absorbed through the skin. Independent reviews, including Healthline and Medical News Today, point out there are no clinical trials proving that the Thrive patch works for weight loss, and no solid research proving its long-term safety either. Consumer watchdogs have also looked into Thrive. Documents obtained by Truth in Advertising show that the FDA received at least 16 adverse event reports involving Thrive products, with complaints like abdominal pain, headaches, and increased blood pressure. A few cases required ER visits or hospitalization. Those reports don't prove cause and effect, but they do show that enough people felt unwell on the products to file official complaints. So here's the core conspiracy question. Could wearing 2 Thrive patches every day, plus taking Thrive tablets and shakes, have contributed to Chris's insomnia, weight loss, and strange behavior in the weeks before the murders. And could that, in turn, have affected his mental state? We know from Nicole's statements that he lost weight quickly, that he was barely sleeping, and that at times he seemed wired, like he was running on constant energy. We know from his own later comments that some of the patches seemed to raise his heart rate. We know the ingredients list includes multiple stimulant-type extracts and absorption enhancers. We know the company only recommends one patch and he was using at least two. Put all of that together and it's reasonable to ask whether he was essentially overdosing himself on a cocktail of unregulated stimulants every single day. However, and this is important, there is no direct scientific evidence that Thrive products, even when overused, cause violent crime, rage, or homicidal behavior. No study has ever shown that Thrive causes aggression, or Thrive makes people kill their families. At most, we can say that excessive stimulant use in general, including high caffeine intake and some weight loss products, has been linked in case reports to anxiety, agitation, insomnia and, in rare cases, psychotic episodes, and that Thrive fits into that broad category of stimulant-heavy lifestyle supplements with unknown dosages and no FDA approval. So did the Thrive patches make Chris Watts do what he did? There's no proof of that, and focusing only on the patches can be a way of dodging the much darker reality of his choices, his double life and the growing resentment inside that marriage. But could constant overstimulation, lack of sleep and weight loss obsession have played a role in how numb, detached, or unstable he felt in those final weeks? That's a much more reasonable, and still very unsettling, question. In the end, the safest way to frame it is this: Thrive is a supplement system, not an FDA-approved medication. Its patches contain multiple stimulant-related ingredients whose doses and absorption rates aren't publicly known. Chris Watts was reportedly using the system in an extreme way: 2 patches at once, plus pills and shakes. Science tells us that chronic stimulant overload can, in some people, contribute to anxiety, insomnia, paranoia, and even aggression. Whether that was a piece of the puzzle in this case, or just background noise, is something we will probably never know for sure. If you want a part 2, I can break down the ingredient list patch by patch, compare it to other weight loss or pre-workout products, and look more closely at exactly what the medical literature says about each one. Thank you for watching The Midnight Cult. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date with my latest true crime videos.